colleagues, I rise today to explain why I will vote no on the K-12 education budget. I left the classroom after 19 years because I thought that, as a senator, I could right the grievous wrong that has been done to Michigan's public school districts over the past decade. I became a senator because I was tired of taking students to a computer lab in which at any given time a third of the computers were broken. You see, we were told we had to consolidate our IT department to save money, and because the repair technician was now busy serving other schools, he would get to us when he could. I was tired of having to unlock the library, which was closed most of the time, and act as the librarian, checking books out to kids myself because our librarian had long ago been cut. I was tired of watching a couple of boys in my class try to teach themselves new chords on their guitars because the guitar class they loved the year before had been eliminated due to budget cuts. I was tired of watching my young teaching colleagues leave work each day to go to their second jobs in factories or delivering groceries to people's doorsteps. I came here to try to stop the cuts that have decimated our schools and that have exhausted the best and brightest teachers, and to demand that we do more for our kids. In the House, they call this K-12 education budget a very healthy budget. I strongly disagree. This budget doesn't come close to fixing our school funding problem, which is among the worst in the nation. I hear other legislators say this budget will provide an historic amount of funding for our schools. I'm sorry, but this is smoke and mirrors. This budget isn't historic funding. This budget is the same old, same old. While there is a technical boost to raw dollar funding, the dire reality is that it isn't nearly enough to keep up with inflation's true impact on our schools' budgets. All this budget does is continue to starve our schools of the resources they need to prepare our kids for the future. To say this budget is an historic amount of funding is like giving an old skin and bone dog a few extra kibbles in its food bowl each year and then turning around and boasting of feeding it a historic amount of dog food. The dog is still starving. Our schools are still starving. I don't know if we will right a grievous wrong today, but I will continue to fight for students and teachers who deserve so much better than this. They really, really do. And I hope that they get it today. I urge my colleagues to vote no on this bill. I'd like my remarks printed in the Journal.